Hey, you know that song that says crazy things are happening? What? Like, guys, the things you see on social media these days, I can't comprehend. I don't know about you. I
can't deal.
Because it's a lot. Like, from one story to another, and the kind of stories we hear, God help us, guys.
It's just getting crazy with this generation. Yeah.
Hi, AV. What's good?
I'm alright. You good?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Giving bad. You know, guys need to see AV. Giving bad boy vibes.
Hey,
Soft daddy.
You guys know this thing now. Allergy soft, soft daddy. You know, Don Pablo soft. Everywhere soft. You know.
Welcome to Fuze and Banter, guys, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. This is where we talk about every and anything. My name is Madichi. Here with me is
Soft Daddy, ABA is in the building.
Gabby is not here, but trust us to keep you glued. We'll go on a quick break right now. More stories for you.
I used to care for the world's opinion.
Next.
I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation, and I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter, and the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Fuze Unpotted.
All right, so AB, how many? What's your position in your family?
I'm the third of three boys now, man.
3 boys.
Yeah,
so
I'm third and last.
When it comes to preference, do you think your parents have like preferences among you and your brothers?
Well, right now I feel like it is just general. But when I was younger, I used to feel like, or I had the feeling that my immediate elder brother was the most loved, and that's because he was having good grades in school, and they were always making a lot of references that be like your brother, can't you see your brother is the gentle one, he's semi introverted. Okay. I am completely extroverted. My eldest brother is that one is extroverted pro max. So I mean, at that point, at a young age, because like they were always mentioning his academic excellence and always using it to rub me on my, because I was the, you know,
you were not a black sheep.
I was not a black sheep, but I was not an A student.
Yeah,
do you get me? Okay. I was just okay. I just survived, just a little bit above average. So if I do any exam over 100, I'll just get like 55. You get me? Or if I try, if I get 60, you get. So yeah. So I mean, that kind of made me feel like he was the most loved, because he didn't have to ask for stops more than 2 times before they would get it for him. Yeah,
okay. So I'm the second of 5 girls, 1 boy, and I feel like my parents, my late dad, God bless his soul, my mom is still alive, and I feel like she gives us equal love. I don't know, she might not show it. I don't know what I mean, but I'm saying that I really can't relate to that, because of course I know that there are times when they'll be like, people are different. We have kids. You can't say, okay, you have the same temperament with your elder brother, or same with your younger brother, right? So I feel like maybe that kind of adds to it. So a lot of people feel like, okay, this person is being preferred over me. I'm saying this because there was a story recently of a young guy, 28-year-old guy, who was the second born of his family, and he was always, he grew up sad that he was not loved as much as his other siblings. Yeah. So he had other siblings, but he felt that his parents preferred them. Like over him. He was not given as much, as in his opinion, as much as attention that he deserved, according to him. But the story goes on to say that this guy was put in the best schools, just like his siblings. He was given love, affection, just like his siblings.
Even flown abroad when he committed a crime.
When he committed a crime in school, right? And he still didn't find this. He was still not satisfied, right? And he now goes over. He had a girlfriend, by the way. Kudos to the ladies who actually stick to guys that don't have sense. But wow. Like this guy, even with his whole drama, and all, he had a girlfriend who stood by him. She had to leave her job to come stay close to him, just so he doesn't start suspecting. You know how your gender does that, right? So like he now goes further. This news is actually heartbreaking. He killed himself, as in he actually commits suicide just because of this issue, that right? According to him, so people don't care about him, so why should he keep on living? And the thing is, during his burial, we saw that nobody came. His family was not present and all that. So I'm asking, that's why I was asking AB, right? Do you think there's preference? When it comes to family.
So on
how far is too much when it comes to
in relation to this story, I feel like this guy was definitely, how do I put it? There was a lot of delusion in his excuses for feeling unloved.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, according to the story, he aided theft in his private university here in Nigeria. I mean, you're going to a private university, your parents are funding your private university. I mean, I know that is not enough. You want some level of attention, but they were always reaching out, and you were always making excuses to say they love your other siblings than you. Because after the incident that the school had to expel him, his parents immediately took him to study in the UK. He still made an excuse that they took him out of the country because they wanted to protect. They wanted to protect their image.
What manner of
entitlement? And again, you are in the UK. They're still paying and providing you all the stuff. With what I hear, he's managing one of his father's business. 28 years old, he already has a house, has a car, living fine. I mean, an average 28-year-old in Nigeria does not have a house of their own as a guy. Your girlfriend literally made sure that she got a job closer to where you stay. She was ready to relocate with you, do everything for you, and you still feel like your girlfriend was. Now that was where the story was very, very sketchy, because you still felt like your girlfriend was all over you because you were successful. A babe was trying to make sure that she was living up to par with you. She was even doing a lot for you, not asking you for money. She's working, all right? She has a job. She's paying her bills, and you still felt like she was all over you because of the money.
Multina, share happiness.
Fuze Unpotted.
Eventually, your family members were expecting you. I think he was supposed to go on vacay.
Yeah, he actually booked his tickets. Like this guy
and I heard that
himself.
someone was the one that paid for that ticket or something like that. They were supposed to go together, according to that story. And I mean, back and forth. You killed yourself. You committed suicide because you still felt unloved, and your reason basically was because you wanted to teach your parents a lesson.
Wow, like you have. I mean, he's a cat. He's obviously a cat that has 9 lives. Because I don't understand.
Maybe you'll come back now and say, have you learned your lesson?
At the end of the day, what's the gain? Like, okay, finally you are dead.
It's really heartbreaking. I know that a lot of children that are very, very how do I put it, like, annoying.
Yeah, I feel like that's entitlement.
Yeah, entitled. That's disgusting entitlement. But moving on from that, we saw another thing that is very, very interesting and very annoying. I must use the word annoying because, like, when schools say you should pay a very high amount of money, you can only expect that the delivery in terms of services, comfortability will be top notch. Online, a lady came out to reveal that after paying about 200k for a nursing program from a private university for there was, I think, some like housemanship or something. They were supposed to intern for a period of time, and they took them to an hospital in Abeokuta, and for a 5-man room they had 3 mattresses with no bunk, no bed, no bed cover. The window was with scanty louvers. The net was torn, and the floor was unappealing, and the entire hostel was looking unkept. So I feel like a lot of people go through these things, but they don't talk. There was one time a private university the first private university in Nigeria to go on strike, because the students went on rampage that the treatment was really bad, and a lot of people go through these things. Parents are paying so much money, but the what's it called? The facilities that are provided for them are actually very, very
nothing to write home about.
I mean, substandard, and this is absolutely very, very bad. They said they even pleaded with the authorities to make something happen, but they've done nothing yet. You know what, guys? We'll be right back after the short break to give you more details on this.
I used to care for the world's opinion. I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Maltina, share happiness.
Fuze Unpotted.
I mean, going by what you said, I'm not really surprised. I mean, it's Nigeria. No matter the education system in Nigeria is nothing to write home about. I mean, we talk of infrastructure, talk of facilities. Even if you are studying, what course do they do like the most practical? Is it engineering or something?
I feel like it has to be in the medical line.
The best of schools in Nigeria is definitely nothing to write home about. So if they were surprised, I'm wondering why.
Well, I would not say the best of schools
in Nigeria,
but I feel like it is really sad that I don't want to mention the institution's name that provided them this housemanship and took them.
Yeah.
But if about, I mean, from what I saw in that video, if about 200 to 300 people are paying 200,000 naira each for a monthly charge.
But what exactly are they paying 200,000 for? Is it to get?
It's supposed
to cover everything.
Yes, it's supposed to cover the hostel accommodation and also the program that they are studying and all that. You get me? And looking at that, the facility that was provided for them is absolutely nothing to write home about. And considering the fact that they still went to plead with the authorities to look into it and nothing was done regardless is absolutely appalling. Well, thank God for the internet and the fact that it has gone viral. We can only hope that things are going to be put into place now that this issue has escalated and the masses and the general public are aware about this issue. Yeah.
All right, guys, that's the much you can take today on Fuze and Butter. Don't forget to join the conversation. Follow us on Instagram at Fuze Local, on YouTube at The Fuze. Do follow me on all social media platforms at _Madichi.
It is very important for you to follow Soft Daddy on all social media platforms, Instagram and Twitter at AB_Akins. That's AB_AKYNZ, guys. You know he's all up from this end. Do not forget to do what you love. All right. And stay peeled. Election is coming. Get your PVC.
Yup.
Yo, we know they give shishi. Do you understand? We know they give shishi this period. From all of us here in the studio, we love you and
stay fused.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.